are the seeds of a plant called Elaeocarpus ganitrus, also known as Rudraksh. Now, by themselves these are just like any other seeds. However, if you connect them using a thread, you get an object like this, a garland of Rudraksh, which of course as an object is way more culturally and spiritually significant compared to the individual beads of which it is composed. Now, something like this also happens in the context of the living world. If you look at various organisms around us and if you study their properties, you are going to get lots of extremely fascinating pieces of information. However, just like the thread that connects all these beads in the Rudraksh garland, there is a concept which can connect all these various informations that you get in the biological world to form an integrated structure, an integrated edifice for the subject of biology. And this concept is the concept of evolution. So, namaskar, I am Dr. Sutirth Dey. I am a professor of biology at IISER Pune. I have been teaching ecology and evolution for the last 17 years. And I am very excited to welcome you to this course, an introduction to evolutionary biology. So, in this course we are going to start with an overview where we will ask what is evolution and how is it that it connects the various subdisciplines of biology. Then we are going to examine why is it that we think that evolution has happened on this planet. Then we are going to look at the mechanics of evolution. What are the various raw materials that one needs for evolution to happen and what are the various evolutionary forces which act on those raw materials. Once we understand the mechanics, then we are going to ask what are the various questions that evolution can explain. So, for example, why do we age? Why is it that some organisms have two sexes whereas other organisms have only one? Why is it that some organisms have traits that are clearly disadvantageous to them? So, for example, the tail of a male peacock. Similarly, why is it that some organisms like honeybees and termites end up sacrificing themselves for the benefit of their groups, whereas other organisms do not seem to care? And finally, how is it that new species are formed, one of the biggest questions in biology. And once we have done all that, we are going to become extremely selfish and we are going to look at human evolutionary biology. We will start off with the question, how did we come about? And then we will ask the question that in what ways is the principle of or principles of evolution, how are they still relevant to us humans today? We will talk about antibiotic resistance and we will talk about two subjects, medicine and psychology, one related to the physical health, the other related to mental health, and how evolution or evolutionary principles are redefining some of the core concepts of these two areas. So, this course will have one or two highlights. Number one, apart from the various references that are related to whatever we are talking about, I will also give you lots of supplementary readings just as references. So, these are not going to have anything to do with the evaluation, but these are only for those people who want to study some sub area on their own to a greater detail. And then I will be also using many freely available software at various points to illustrate some of the concepts that we are talking about. Since these softwares are all free, you also have the ability to download them and then play with them and investigate them on your own. Again, this will have nothing to do with the evaluation, but this will be good for your own understanding. And yeah, that is about it. If you have any queries, please feel free to write to me and see you at the course. Bye.